good to see you. So today we've got a couple of challenges for you. Part one of the challenge, and this might be okay for some of you who have got a bat and a ball, in which case great. But if you haven't got a bat and a ball, wait for challenge part two, which is also in this session as well. I'd like you to do both if you can. But part one is simply tapping the ball up and down on your bat for as long as you can. And I want you to count how many times you can keep your ball bouncing up and down on your bat. It's important to be looking at the ball with your eyes on ball all the time and gently moving your bat towards the ball, not to make it go too high. That's part one of our challenge for today. Part two of our challenge is we don't all have bats and balls. So what can you use around the house that will make this drill and this practice work for you? You could use a multitude of things, from cuddly toys to balled up socks, frying pans, and anything you can think of that will make this work for you. Find out which one's the hardest to do. I've put a couple of examples on here for you that I tried out. Some were harder than others. There's a few suggestions for you, and I want you to count how many you can do on each of those. Which one's the hardest, why is it hardest, and have fun with it. Some things that I tried out are really hard. I know that you're going to find some great stuff to use around the house. So enjoy it, a lot of fun, get imaginative, and I can't wait to see your work. Take care. So the first thing I'm using is the edge of the cricket bat to try and keep the ball up. Now I'm using a frying pan and some balled up socks. A really good, easy one for everyone to do. I've got a larger ball and a small ball. Very tricky, this one, but great fun to challenge you. I've got a slipper in my hand here, and that's all I'm using to keep the tennis ball up. A slipper and a ball. Here I am with a skateboard and a ball. It's nice and flat. This one's a table tennis bat and a table tennis ball. Here I'm just using my hand and a balled up pair of socks. And here I'm using a tray and a balled up pair of socks. You could use a cuddly toy for this one. Now, some tin foil. If you grab some tin foil and ball it up, it actually makes a really, really good shape. And then, once you've screwed the ball up nice and tight, then you can grab any old thing and have a go trying to keep that up. Here again, I'm using the tray. Have to hit it slightly harder. Here, I've got that balled up aluminium foil and a tennis racket. It's actually much harder than it looks. It springs off the racket. This one's a book I'm using with that tin foil. So guys, go away, try out as many different ones as you can, from your socks to your balls to your balled up tin foil to whatever it is that you come up with. I'm really excited to see the ideas that you have that are better than mine. How many can you do of each one? Set your target at 10, and if you can do better than that, brilliant. See if you can do 10 with every single one that you try. If you can, you've done very well. Anyway, let me know how you get on, and I'll see you soon. Take care.